Dana, wanted to touch on something. She has a special video to play regarding another upcoming spin-off of Power. So, Dana, when you are ready.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? We are entering in the world of Power Origins. And so I have a lot of mixed feelings about this. Of course, when we did our breakdown of the show, there was a lot of excitement because it's like, oh, we're going to learn who these people are, who raised them. We saw a lot of overlap when it came to Tommy and how he chooses women and nurses. And now we were Maria, who is a nurse, and he's gonna have a girlfriend who works at the hospital, and we're like, yay, we got really excited. We got Kate. We got a young Kate, which this is what I wanted to bring up really quickly. I slightly was wondering, why did they remind us and focus on Kate? Because they had that scene, and respectfully, that scene felt to me out of place. Like all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, it's Kate. I thought Kate was doing the drugs again. And therefore she was like in the middle of her booger sugar, and she was trying to like talk to him, but was going to cry a little bit because she relapsed, and she didn't. And I'm so happy and I'm so proud of her. But then I was wondering, did they do that scene specifically because of Origins? I don't know, but I did wonder that. So I'm happy to see Kate is alive and well, and the steps are working, and she's not rushing to see anybody. I wonder what JP did. Is she gonna call grandma? No, oh, shit. We're gonna delete that. Anyway, so I'm wondering, how does she play into this family, and how does that work? I wonder also how, when we looked at this before, with how Ghost and Tommy are going to interact with each other along with Kanan. We saw the photos of how Spencer Moore looked. And for me, I wasn't feeling it. I don't think everyone here was completely feeling it. We was a little lukewarm. They recently shot a video that this goes to all credit to Power Chronicles. But they shot the video of them doing the scene. I think they're over in New Jersey, because we did say that Power Origins was going to film in New Jersey. And I just want to look at this scene really quickly and ask everyone, does this feel like Ghost to you? Because when I saw this, I had a riot in my brain. So that scene was basically, I'm going to assume, which is always a good or a bad thing, is that he was talking to his crew. That's Spencer Moore as Ghost. He's talking to his crew. I did hear him say brothers leaders. So he's addressing them. Maybe kind of similar as like, lend me your ears at Shakespeare. But this is a position where he looks like he is of authoritative. He's of power. He's talking to these guys. They either maybe fear or respect him. I don't know. But from just that scene alone, I did not get the essence of Ghost. Now, I know it takes a lot of time for childhood you to become adult you, but this had absolutely no essence at all. And we're not even going to bring up the fact it don't even look like Ghost. Omari Hardwick is caramel. This man is a delicious chocolate. But I'm confused about what is going on. So I would love to know your opinions, Gary and Richard, on what did you think when you saw this scene? Does this man even look like he is of the Power universe, the major player, Ghost? the one who the original of the originals. Does he look like him? Because I don't see it.
Did you want to go first, Richard?
Oh no, you go first, Gary.
Okay, yeah. So my thing on it is, no, he doesn't look like Ghost at all, or how I envision a young Ghost. Like he's definitely nothing like Omari. But what I think is that Stars wants to rewrite everybody's image of Ghost, of who Ghost is and was, because clearly there was some sort of fallout with Omari. So I think Stars would like to, you know, reframe who the Ghost character is a little bit in terms of how he looks like. So I think they're trying to retcon Ghost completely. I think they don't really want us to remember Ghost as Omari. They want to kind of now create a new image of who Ghost was. So I think this is what they're doing. I don't think they're intentionally trying to make him look like Ghost or act like Ghost. I think they're just like, look, this is young Ghost. Enjoy it for what it is. It's not it doesn't look anything like Omari. It's going to be different from what you expected, but this is the vision of what we're going for now with the Ghost character. So I think that's really what they're doing with this, to be honest. I think they're just going in a new direction. Um, Me personally, I would have liked to have seen them keep the continuity, but just from everything we've been hearing and seeing from this origin show, I think they're retconning a lot of things. It even seems like they might be retconning the age difference between Kanan, Ghost, and Tommy. So yeah, I mean, I guess they're just going in a new direction. I mean, it's like the movies. Like sometimes after decades and stuff, they come out with prequel versions of older movies, or they come out with remakes, and they change things. They change things from the original and do different things. So I think this is just what Stars is doing. So yeah, but Richard, what do you think?
Oh, Gary, I think that was a very nice answer that you provided. Very polite. Um, my response is absolutely not. This does not look like Ghosts. You and I complained about this before when we saw the image and said, this is not the old. Well, obviously, listen, it makes sense what you said, Gary. They could be trying to say we want to separate ourselves from what Ghost was before, but you cannot deny, as a Power fan, how important Omari was to the show. So that's why I say, I mean, I'm still going to watch the show. I do believe that Sasha Penn, obviously, he's doing something right because Raisin Kanan is the best spinoff that they've had. So I still believe the show can be good, but in terms of this character being Ghost, I don't see it right now. I need to see a lot more. Maybe if I see some more footage, maybe if I see how they put the show together, I can come to a conclusion and say, okay, I can see how they can make this work. But I can't see it right now, and that's okay. From the other castings that we spoke about on the previous episode, I do think that the Kate casting was phenomenal. I think that Tommy and Kate, yeah, I could see that. I could see, and these other characters are interesting as well. But I definitely want to see what the intent was with how they decided to put Ghost into play with Spence. And I know Spence is a great actor, so this isn't about his acting ability. This is not about it whatsoever. I'm just talking about appearance wise. Obviously looks different from what you remember of Ghost. So I do want to see what the reasoning for that is. But I will just say I need to see more. But I'm not sold on that clip. Wait, you're muted, Dana.
Am I muted? Okay. So for me, I understand not being able to cast solely because of looks and bring talent. That's a lot of qualities that you have to have at once. I think they got really lucky with MeKai. MeKai looks like 50. He changed his voice because he doesn't sound like that in real life. When he's speaking and talking, it's very like, who are you? But he changed his voice to kind of match 50s and the kind of the tone that Kanan has. And it's very hard to get someone who happens to look and is capable of sounding like you. My whole thing is, I don't, and we have to wait until we see the final product. Obviously, I don't even get the essence of like, you're not, ghost, but you feel like a ghost to me. You could be somebody's ghost. But it's more of like, maybe if in like Ghost Earth 88 or something. But it's not, I'm not feeling that right now at all. Even when we saw him speaking with like, kind of authority and power, it was like, yeah, this sounds like another spinoff. You feel like Ghost, this is the guy Ghost would be in competition with as a teenager. Still completely different people. And I hope that I'm wrong. I think what was said previously about going in a different direction and kind of changing the legacy of Ghost would anger a lot of fans to the point where they will not watch the show. And I definitely hope that that is not the case. I hope that this is not an ego-driven casting. Certain egos get into play, and because you had an argument with them before, now they're going to get back at you by messing up the casting and not involve you at all in the show. So I definitely hope that that is not the situation. I do think that, as you guys stated before, Sasha Penn, you guys already know, I have a love for Sasha Penn's work when it comes to what he's done to the Power universe. I loved what he did with Raisin Kanan. I strongly believe in him. So I do feel that I could be overreacting. And again, nobody's seen anything yet. So that could be that could happen. But just right now, I'm like, But if I am proven wrong, I will definitely admit it. I will grovel. I will fall down at the knees and say, hey, I was wrong. So wrong. This is the greatest thing ever. So I hope to be proven wrong. But from what we were shown, I'm very happy we got to see something. I would have to see more. And obviously we wasn't even supposed to see that because that was like behind the scenes in terms of like, they're still filming. We're fine. But like, they're still filming. So at least we know that it's in production. They're doing some things. It's in Jersey. I can't get to Jersey or else I would be right there with the binoculars and the camera. But but we're going to a different state. That's a good thing. Jersey. Which kind of makes me wonder, is this going to be more of a Tommy-driven show? Because wasn't Tommy from Jersey?
I think they say he's from Queens, but like I was going to ask you about that. Do you think like because they might be filming in Jersey, but the show might actually still be set in Queens? Because like sometimes they just shoot in different locations, but they try to pass it off like it's New York still.
That's true. Yeah. There is a studio in Jersey, so yeah, you could be completely right about that. So we will see. What happens. And I'm okay with Jersey. It's a tri-state. It's still, a cousin of New York.
Yeah. But yeah, any more thoughts on Origins, Richard, before we end off here?
Let me just say this, and this is just obviously a joke, so hopefully nobody takes it serious. As Dana said, yeah, we need to see more, but I will laugh because we know how Sasha Penn does these shows. You have these surprise things where a character supposedly gets it, taken out, and then that character comes back later. I will laugh if this character, you watch episode 1, you see them doing all these interactions, and then at the end of the episode, he gets taken out by another actor who is actually the person they want to play Ghost. I would laugh if they did that, because that would just be absolutely ridiculous. But no, let's just wait and see more. But I would laugh.
Wait,
what's that?
Are you saying that he was originally named Ghost, and then he killed him,
yeah,
and then stole the name?
Absolutely, because you
and
made
like,
the comment.
I'm a ghost now.
Yeah, because
that would be the greatest plot twist.
Oh yeah, no, because you made the comment that this person could be in competition with Ghost. So yeah, I would love if that's what happened, and then all of a sudden they introduce this other guy. This is that's Ghost. Okay, yeah, very interesting. I don't think they're going to do that, but that would
Okay.
be hilarious.
So now you've just changed the entire direction of like, does this feel like Ghost, or is Spencer Moore really playing Ghost? You threw me for a curveball. So now that's the real question. As a viewer, would it be more exciting to know that they're keeping the real Ghost under wraps, so that there is a plot twist where there's a guy who is originally named Ghost is murdered by St. Patrick.
Yep.
I forgot what his first name is.
James.
Is murdered who? Oh, James is murdered by James St. Patrick. He's known on the streets as James, or even Saint. And Breeze is like, you have to take out this guy named Ghost. And then he does, is like, you the Ghost now.
Yeah. That'll be great.
Look
That'll
at
be
you
great.
being the writer.
I would love
He's coming
that.
for your job, Gary.
No, yeah, that is that. I would love that swerve, but I do want to shout out Spencer Moore, because this isn't no disrespect to him. Like he looks like a great actor, but yeah, it's just that us fans, we're loyal to the series, and we want to see what we saw in the past fulfilled in this prequel. So yeah, that's all it is. But I love that swerve. Like that would be amazing. That would be like the best TV swerve of all time. Like, but yeah, go ahead.
Gosh, I keep getting muted. That is kind of everything in regards of that. And also let us know what you think of Richard's theory, which like blew my mind and is now going to be a talking point in all of my conversationships about this series. This is amazing. I am way more interested now that you said that. Give me what Richard said, Sasha Penn, if you're watching. Rewrite the entire scripts and give me that. And this is no disrespect to Spencer Moore. We've seen plot twists. Remember Scream franchise? We thought it was going to be about Drew Barrymore. The lady died in the first 1 minute of the movie. So give us a Scream. This is our Scream. I love this. So yeah, let us know what you think. And I hand the reins back over to Mr. Schweda.